to say that Christmas is...
Hello friends, and welcome to today's video. I sure have an exciting one for you today. I know I'm very excited, and I am pretty sure you did not see this coming for today's video, but we are going to be taking on this table of mine. I have been mentioning for months that I want to redo this table. I was just never happy with the finish. I ordered the whitewash table and it almost pulled too pink. So we are going to be starting out with this table. I am going to be using this chalk paint, and you're going to see that I had to test quite a few applications, and I finally got it right. This is not me getting it right though, and I wanted to still include this. I wanted to show you guys. Right here, I'm just taking the paint directly from the bottle, putting it on the plate, and then applying it to the table, and then I'm going over it with a dry paper towel. And as you can see, it's not looking the best, but trust the process. Even right now, I was okay. I wasn't panicking yet. I did start to panic, and I will show you when I started to panic. But I had practiced on the back side of the table. Even there, it was just like a small part. And when you're applying it to a large area, everything is different. And I knew the look I was going for, and I knew this right there was not it. This is when I started panicking because the paint has started to dry. You'll see that I just start pressing harder, and as I press harder, it does come off, but I could tell right away that this was not going to work and I needed to find a new way to do it. So you will see, let's go ahead and wipe all this off, and then you will see the next method that I used after this one.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe, and I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree.
Right here, I'm still using that same method. I just decided to go a little bit lighter on the paint. So I'm still wiping it with a dry paper towel, and this is when I was just like, you know what, this is not working. I had a vision in my head, and this was just not it. Are you guys scared yet? You probably think I'm like ruining my table. But right here is where I realized I need to add water. For some reason, it never occurred to me that I just needed to add water, and you will see that that end of the table that I'm working on now looks drastically different than the other side of the table. I end up wiping the entire table down with a wet paper towel. The more I think about it, I was going for a brown wash the entire time. So why I did not start with watered down paint, I have no idea. But I end up taking a little plastic cup and just mixing half water, half paint, and that just gives me a much easier product to work with. If you've worked with chalk paint before, you know it is very thick and it dries very fast. So watering it down gave me the time I needed, and it gave me the look I was going for. So the process goes much smoother from here on out. And we're not going to do the entire table. I'm not going to have you watch me do the entire table, but here you see me working with that watered down paint, and oh my goodness, this made a huge difference. You know what though? I would have never learned had I not just gone for it. I'm a procrastinator. I've wanted to do this for months, actually years. I've wanted to do this since we put this table together, and I just never took the leap. But now, being in a new house, I was ready to decorate it as just an entryway table, and on top of that, I was ready to add Christmas decor. So I needed to have my base decor before I could add the Christmas decor. So I wanted to make sure it was the color and the style I wanted before I started picking out items. You'll see that everything comes together so good. I am so excited with how it turned out, and I am so happy that I finally just took the leap, even though it was very scary, and painted this table.
Under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down, and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us. difference this time is that ever since
I'm gonna finish up here with the table, and then this picture is the World Market table that I should have purchased. This is one very similar for $562 at Kirkland's. This is our before, and this is our after. I am over the moon excited. I can honestly not explain how excited I am just coming down the stairs every morning and looking at this thing. I'm like, oh, like it's amazing. Okay, I guess that's enough of my table TED talk. I could honestly talk about that table all day long, but right now I'm going to move this olive tree out of the way. I'm going to vacuum, and then we're going to start putting up this tree I got at Hobby Lobby. I love how it looks. All along, I've wanted to put the tree in a basket, and I could not find a basket big enough for the tree stand. So you'll see that I end up trying out a collar, and then we do a little DIY at the end of the video, and I end up loving it. So right now, Scotty's just going to help me put this thing together. We will fluff it up a little bit and turn the lights on, and then the next day, we will come back and start decorating.
hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit.
It is officially day 2, and it is time to turn this entryway into my black and gold Christmas vision. I got these bells at Target, and it was $10, and it's actually a string of garland. And I absolutely love gold and I love black. Those are probably my 2 favorite colors. When I saw Lynn White, when she shared a clip of these bells that she found at Walmart, I was like, oh my goodness, I could not believe gold bells were coming back into style. I still have gold bells that my Nana used to have on her tree, on my tree. So I was so excited when I saw her show those on camera, and I of course knew that is what I wanted to do to my entryway. If you saw my living room decorate with me, I did more of a Christmassy, like emerald green, red, whites, and I love just how festive it is. But in here, I wanted it to make a statement. I wanted it to make an elegant statement at that, and I could not be happier with how it all turned out. I ended up taking some of this black ribbon and tying it to the bell. That way I could hang it on the tree. I also went in and just made some black bows on the branches along with a big velvet black bow on top, and I love how it turned out. It's just so simple and elegant. And then you'll notice I'm going to be starting to add elements of pine. I am loving the deep green, the gold, and the black together. Oh my goodness, it is just so good.
Oh, it's Christmas time. I feel sad, I can't help it. Got you on my mind. I don't know how to cope this, because it's Christmas time and I need you around, darling. So come home, so come. You keep me up all night. I try to figure this out, 'cause you left something for me under the Christmas tree. So baby, come home tonight and let me hold you real tight, 'cause it's Christmas time.
Our little Riley Ray got a hold of my ribbon. I had every intention of YouTubing how to make a gorgeous big Christmas bow. I just did not have time for that. I might still do that for the tree in our living room though. That still does not have a tree topper because the tree is 9 foot and our ceiling is 9 foot. So I might try and use the green velvet ribbon that I have to do that. But for this one, we are just going to make a simple bow, and then I'm going to use some of my decorating string to add onto the back of the bow. That way I can just wrap it onto the tree.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne.
Moving on to the garland on the stairs. I was so excited to put garland on my staircase. I'm not sure if you also had always dreamed of having a house with stairs, but growing up, living in Florida, 99% of the houses I feel like are just single story ranches. Even a lot of the really, really nice ones, they're all still single story. So having a staircase, I felt it was only the right thing to do to have garland. I just did not know how difficult it was to pick out your garland. And I originally got some at Hobby Lobby, and the garland strand was just so rigid and it was just not manageable. It was not flexible. So I ended up finding this at Michael's, and it is so much easier to work with. So we are going to go ahead and hang this on the railing. I used decorator wire to attach the garland to the railing, and it actually worked really well. It took a few tries in some areas just because the garland kept like slipping back out. But you know what? I'm pretty impressed for my first time doing a garland on a staircase.
And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang.
Now I'm going to take this pick that I got at Hobby Lobby that has these sweet little bells on them, and I'm going to attach it to the stem of the garland just to add a little bit more of the gold flare that I'm going for. And then after we get done with this, we are going to start decorating the table. This is where it gets so good, and you can see the garland kind of started to fall. So don't worry, we will fix that, and we will cover up that wire at the top of the garland.
now it's time for Christmas. And Christmas is my favorite time of year. It's beginning to look like all my wishes are coming true. That's why I cheer.
I have been waiting so long to decorate this entryway, and I am so excited to be sharing this with you right now. This wreath I just recently picked up at Target, and it was on sale for $11. This lamp was more of a splurge for me, but I absolutely loved it, and it is from Hobby Lobby, so I did get it on sale for 50% off. And that Joy to the World sign is from Kirkland's last year. These velvet black Christmas trees are from Hobby Lobby, and that tan vase is from Target, and I got that on sale also for $19.99, so I was very excited about that find. I wanted a vase, but I wanted it shorter, so I am so excited with how that turned out. These candlesticks are also from Hobby Lobby, and then you'll see tomorrow when I finish the table, I'll be adding the pine stems that I got. It just brought everything together. I also grabbed some candlesticks the next day, so we're going to go ahead and put these baskets that I got from Ross underneath here. I'm going to add the blanket. And then on the next day, we are going to add a few final touches, and we are also going to be working on that basket DIY for the Christmas tree. So let's get right into day 3 so we can officially finish this entryway. We are going to start with the basket DIY. So I saw this on the internet, and I grabbed this cake foam form from Hobby Lobby. This basket is what we actually keep under our coffee table. In the post, they used bricks, and it had been raining all day long, so I did not want to put wet bricks inside my basket, so I grabbed some duplicate weights out in the garage and stuck them in the bottom just to kind of keep the bottom of the basket stable. This little green piece that you see came with the Christmas tree. It was on the bottom of the tree, and I'm just going to use that for size. That way I won't have to try and measure and like guess. I can just push that into it, make a little indentation, and then cut out the center with a knife.
No, I can't wait for the weekend. Waking up next to you. We'll be sharing our secrets, making dreams come true. Let's have a toast for the lovers.
Is this what everyone else's houses look like when they try and do a project? Anytime we sit on the floor, all of the dogs come, and now Riley and Milo are just BFFs and they love to play. As you saw, the tree was a little crooked when we stuck it in the basket, so I took this Halloween blanket and I put it around the bottom of the tree, and that definitely helped to stabilize the tree. Overall, it worked out really well, and from what I've learned from having the flocked tree and having like the box around it, is that it is so much easier to vacuum your floors when your trees are in either now a basket or a box, because you're not fighting the tree skirt and the vacuum. So no tree is safe now. I just have to find more baskets. I feel like I'm saving the best part for last. I had pine stems in this vase in my head for so long, and I just could not carry it out, but I finally found these at Hobby Lobby, and it just made my entire vision for this area come to life. I took this stem and then the other stem that you see, and I just kind of mixed them in and arranged it. And then I finished the table off with some green candlesticks, and I had kept going back and forth between gold candlesticks and green candlesticks, and then I even thought about some ivory candlesticks. I finally decided on the green candlesticks though, and everything just came together perfectly. I can't even explain how happy this table makes me feel. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I know it has been a long time coming. I am so excited. This table is done. I do have a few more DIY furniture projects up my sleeve. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you got some motivation and inspiration and even some decor ideas. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you stick around. And now I'm just going to go ahead and leave you with some after shots of the beautiful black and gold decor. I will see you all in my next one. Bye!